What's the big idea with business goals? Right, let's get this show on the road. Think of a business like a car. You wouldn't just hop into a shiny new motor with no idea where you're going, would you? You'd end up lost, out of fuel, and probably stuck in a field somewhere in Norfolk. A business is exactly the same. It needs a destination, a big shiny goal on the horizon. These goals, or objectives as your examiner likes to call them, are the sat-nav for the entire company. They tell everyone where the business is heading and what it's trying to achieve, from the big boss in the corner office to the chap making the tea. Without them, it's just chaos, a lot of flapping about with no real purpose. Well, these objectives are the engine of the business. They give it power, direction, and a reason to get out of bed in the morning. Stick with me. By the end, you'll be able to spot them a mile off. Easy peasy. All right, let's break down the main objectives. Think of them as the four main settings on your car's driving mode selector. Survival. This is the most basic, most fundamental goal of them all, the get me home mode. When a business is new or a massive competitor rolls into town, the main aim is simply to keep going. It's about paying the bills, keeping the staff, and living to fight another day. It's the business equivalent of limping to the nearest petrol station on fumes. Profit. Ah, yes, the glorious sound of the cash register. Profit is what's left after you pay rent, materials, wages, and the biscuits for the break room. Making a healthy profit means you can reinvest in equipment and maybe afford that holiday in the sun. Growth. For the ambitious ones who aren't happy just cruising along, open more shops, sell more products, hire more people, expand internationally. Add a turbocharger to your engine. Being a good chap. Social or ethical objectives. Do more than make money. Use sustainable materials, reduce pollution, donate to charity, and treat workers well. Do well by doing good. They want to be seen as fair, responsible, essentially decent. Let's make this real. Imagine a new little coffee shop. The Daily Grind. It's brand new, so nobody knows it yet. There's a giant Starbucks around the corner. What's its first objective? Survival? Barry isn't dreaming of a private jet. He's hoping to sell flat whites and muffins and cover his rent, work crazy hours, offer discounts, do whatever it takes to be there in 6 months. Fast forward a year. The Daily Grind is doing well. People love Barry's coffee. Objective shifts to profit. Slightly increase prices, find cheaper suppliers, sell high-margin cakes to widen the profit gap. A few years later, Barry's a local legend. He's making tidy profit and gets ambitious. Objective, growth. Open a second Daily Grind, hire a manager, take out a loan to scale up, sell branded coffee online, grow market share and build presence. But Barry's a good bloke. He starts thinking about impact and switches to social objectives. Fair trade beans, compostable cups, donate 5% to the homeless shelter. Still focused on profit and growth, but also a force for good. You can build an empire and be a good chap at the same time. That's the life cycle. Survival, profit, growth, and social responsibility, all in one neat story. The size of a business hugely affects its objectives. You wouldn't expect a tiny city car to have Formula One goals. Let's start with the little guys, sole traders and small partnerships. For them, early days are about survival. They don't have big cash reserves. A couple of bad months could spell disaster. Build a customer base and generate cash flow. As businesses grow to medium size, survival is less of a daily worry. Growth and profit take center stage. They launch new products, enter new markets, and scale operations. Then the big dogs, multinationals like Coca-Cola or Apple. Shareholders want returns. Directors are under pressure to deliver rising profits and growth. These giants are under public scrutiny. A pollution scare or poor conditions can wreck reputation and share price. So they invest heavily in CSR and publish glossy sustainability reports, both genuine and strategic. Market competition can force survival, even on larger firms. They may cut prices to stop customers leaving. Economic conditions shift objectives. A recession will push everyone into survival mode. Large firms are like supertankers. Keep momentum, control lanes, and protect reputation. Being seen as a good chap is part of strategy. Reputation equals license to operate. Who owns the business completely changes the game. Who's driving and who they're trying to impress? If you're a sole trader, you are the business. Personal objectives, comfortable life, flexible hours, be your own boss. Work-life balance matters more than aggressive growth. Public limited companies are owned by thousands of shareholders. Shareholders want returns. Directors must focus on rising profits, share price, and shareholder value. Organizations not in it for money, charities, social enterprises, and the public sector, have very different objectives. A charity measures success in impact, not pounds, rescuing donkeys, funding research, educating children. Market competition can force even big firms into survival tactics. Cut prices, reduce profits to keep customers. In a niche market with few competitors, firms can prioritize profit and premium pricing instead. Economic conditions swing objectives. A recession drives survival mode across the board, so always ask who owns it, what market are they in, and what do the drivers want? That tells you the objectives. So a business has its objectives. Great. But what does that mean day to day? It means everything. Objectives are the destination. Strategy is the route. Every decision from the boardroom to the shop floor should align with that objective. Objective growth. How does that steer the ship? Marketing attracts customers, finance raises capital, HR recruits staff, and operations increase capacity. Each department gets mini goals feeding the main objective. Now contrast. A social enterprise aiming to reduce plastic waste will instruct procurement to buy recycled or biodegradable materials, even if costlier. Product design focuses on reusability and repairability. Marketing builds the sustainability brand. Objectives help managers allocate resources, motivate employees, and set KPIs to measure success. Without a clear goal, you're driving blind. Objectives are the company's DNA. They make sure everyone pulls the same way. If a decision doesn't help you get closer to the objective, don't make it. Simple filter, simple choices. All right, we're on the home straight. Let's do a quick recap. Businesses need goals. They need a destination. These are called objectives. You need to know the big four. Survival, just keeping the lights on. Profit, making more money than you spend. Growth, getting bigger and expanding. Social objectives, helping society. Simple as that, but remember, objectives change. A tiny startup's main goal is survival. A massive PLC is obsessed with growth and shareholders. A charity, it's all about the social mission. Exam tip, explain why objectives differ. That's where top marks are. Think road trip, know the objective, choose the right car, plan your route. Remember simple examples like Barry's coffee shop. Survival to profit to growth to being a good chap. You'll ace this part of the exam. Now go on, get it done. And on that bombshell, you're ready. Thanks for watching. Good luck in the exam.